Good morning, listeners. Today I am going to deal with the last chapter of IP, that is societal impacts. So let's start with this chapter. My name is Rachna Katyar of PGT Computer Science as KV Noida second shift. So let's start with this first topic. We're going to discuss is digital footprint. Now, what is digital footprint? As you can see an image over there, that means whenever you visit in a internet, you give an imprints to the prints to the digital environment. Now, there are two types of digital environment. First is an passive digital footprint and second is an active digital footprint. So what is this? When you create a data and collect it without owners knowing is a passive digital footprint, and what is active, when the user sharing some important information to oneself by meaning of the website or social media is an active digital print. So we are dealing with both the types of footprints. So yeah, you can see when you are publishing our data on a blog, posting on a social media update or anything in a popular extent, it is a part of a digital footprint. So whenever you tweet in the Twitter or write something on a Facebook or share image on the Instagram, it is a part of a digital footprint. The next is data protection. So as you say, whenever the digital footprint is there, you have to save a data protection should be perfect. So it is a safeguard of the data and binding of the rules through which the personal information ensures that remain in a control of it. So data protection is very much important, so that whatever who can access the data, there should be a protection in the data. Next is ethical issues. Now, what are the ethical issues? There are three ethical issues which are dealing with the data control, which is the three types of data ethical issues. First is an intellectual property right, second is a digital property right, and third is a plagiarism. Now, what is an intellectual? We'll see these issues one by one. First is an intellectual property right. So it is nothing but a right or a legal right that covers the privilege given to an individual who are owner and inventor of the work. So you can see over here the intellectual property rights has a different ways. It is related with these areas like patents, design rights, performance rights, copyrights, trademarks, database rights. These are the some rights provided within IPR. So that means whenever the legal rights is provided, cover the privileges given to the individual who are the owner. So this is an IPR. The following list of activities which are covered by the IPR rights are laid of the World WIPRO. First is an industrial design, scientific discoveries, production against unfair competition, literary, artists, and so on. These are the list through which is defined an area covered under the WIPO. Now, intellectual can be further classified into these three categories, which is most important. First is a copyright, second is a patent, and third is a trade secrets and etc. So whenever you are publishing something or giving something on a all over India, so these are WIPRO is very much important, classified in these categories, that is copyright, patent, and trade secret. Advantages of IPR: provides an exclusive right and creator to the inventory, encourage individual, provide legal defense, and helps the social financial development. Now we'll go with through plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism means not giving author credit after copying the author's work. Whenever you will copy something, you should give and credit to the author. For example, just because whenever you create some PPTs or something like that, and if you want to copy a detail or the photograph from other website, you should give a credit to the website. So this is a part of plagiarism. It involves cheating, theft, dishonesty. So for example, copying a paper written on the other paper, professional claims, and written on another is an example of plagiarism. There are two ways of plagiarism: accidental and unintentionally, deliberately, that is intentionally. That means it may happen the plagiarism will be done by the two ways. First is accidental and second is deliberately. If it is done by the accidental, that involves careless careless ways through which changing of words, quoting text exclusively along with the poor documentation is an accidental. Accidental plagiarism cases are less serious, but when we have done these things deliberately, it includes copying of someone else's work, cutting, passing blocks of text, any kind of information from electronic sources without permission of the original author comes under the intentional plagiarism. Now, how to avoid the plagiarism? Use your own ideas in the words. Always provide reference and credit to the source. Whenever you will copy something from any source, you should give a credit that you should write the sources will be taken from so and so areas. Click on the name of the website and the URL if there is need. Take an information in the form of bullet notes in your words. Use an online tools to check the plagiarism and develop your writing skill. Now, the digital property rights.